evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our news edition. These are the headlines. The President of the Republic, Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, chairs a meeting of the High Security Council. The President of the Republic congratulates the Paralympic champion Skandar Atmani after winning the gold medal at the 100-meter race, as well as Linda Hamdi and Ahmed Mhidab for their bronze medals at the Paris Paralympic Games. On the 18th day of the electoral campaign, the popular gatherings and the neighborhood meetings are still ongoing across the country to promote the electoral programs of the candidates and gain the trust of the voters. A few hours before the beginning of the voting operation for our community living abroad, the public television followed the preparation of our nationals for the smooth running of the electoral event. Welcome back. The President of the Republic, Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, Minister of the National Defense, Abdelmajid Tebboune, chaired a meeting of the High Security Council. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, congratulated the Algerian Paralympic champion Skandar Atmani after winning the gold medal at the 100-meter T13 event at the Paris Paralympic Games. Congratulations to the champion Skandar Atmani on winning the gold medal, as well as to Hamri Linda and Ahmed Mhidab for their bronze medals at the Paris Paralympic Games. You have honored us. Many thanks to you. Long live Algeria. The President of the Republic wrote on his social media account. And now I invite you to enjoy the medal ceremony, a historical moment of glory for our champion Skandar Atmani and for all the Algerians. At the Paris Paralympic Games, the Algerian athletes continue to achieve amazing results, including another gold medal won by Skandar Atmani. Najah Tiyar with more details.
Algeria's flag rises high again at Paris Paralympics 2 meters race. Ahmed Mhidab, who was classified 8th in Tokyo's edition, and with his outstanding athletic display, secured another bronze medal. In the long jump discipline T12 category, and after an amazing performance, Linda Hamdi won her bronze medal too. With great ambition and desire to uphold the Algerian flag high, Algeria's heroes continue to achieve.
Presidential elections of September 7th. Things are speeding up in the last week of the electoral campaign. The three candidates and the representatives are stepping up their outings and meetings on the 18th day. Every opportunity is seized to convince the voters. More details with Daniel Bahri.
The FFS candidate Youssef Aouchi stated during a meeting held in Bouira province that he aimed through his electoral project to build a different Algeria on all levels, capable of dissuading anyone who wants to destabilize it. He pledged to set up a system of governance based on a popular participation, reviewing the most important solutions proposed in his electoral program. He promised to adopt immediate measures, particularly on the social level, citing the revaluation of salaries and the increase in subsidies granted by the state to vulnerable groups. The FFS candidate also pledged to establish a diversified economic system outside hydrocarbons, through the encouragement of investment, the liberation of initiatives, and the creation of a super ministry of planning and foresight. Before explaining the measures Youssef Aouchiche will take on the political level to guarantee the separation of powers and the independence of justice in our country, Algeria, the representatives of the electoral campaign of the independent candidate Abdelmajid Tebboune held a gathering of members of the Algerian community settled abroad from various European countries in the northern French city of Lille. This historic and emotional meeting was in support of the independent candidate. The representatives said that today is the last day of the series of gatherings held in France and Europe as well, confirming their presence in the city of Lille to support their candidate. They said that their presence is a token of gratitude, appreciation and thanks to the candidate for all the efforts he has made, especially for the Algerian community residing abroad, adding that the meeting was very well organized with the presence of the community from Switzerland, Belgium and Italy, and the atmosphere was brotherly. In this gathering, the Algerian community demonstrated its pride and love for Algeria and confirmed its readiness to participate in the elections and vote for the independent candidate Abdelmajid Tebboune. During meetings he held in Sétif, Bourj Bouarerij and local meetings in Bouira provinces, the candidate Abdelali Hassani Shrif committed to carrying out a social reform capable of maintaining serenity, preserving the cohesion of society and guaranteeing the dignified life of citizens. In this context, he committed to strengthen incentive mechanisms aimed at creating jobs, reducing unemployment and revising the unemployment benefit system and the health system. Abdelali Hassani Shrif affirmed that his program aimed to exploit the opportunities available for the development and prosperity of the country, and that it constitutes an opportunity to consolidate the values and constants of the people, to promote the role of the latter in political practice, but also to propose solid and serious alternatives, while continuing to work to achieve the democratic transition and plurality, establish a culture of dialogue, and establish a political partnership capable of bringing change.
A few hours before the start of the voting operation for our community abroad at the anticipated presidential elections of the 7th of September, the National Independent Authority for Elections announced the opening of the polling centers on Monday, September 2nd, to allow our nationals to vote in the voting centers affiliated to the Algerian diplomatic and consular centers abroad, and this from September 2nd to September 7th from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. according to the local time. Starting from tomorrow, the Algerians living abroad will be able to vote to elect their future president. The operation will continue until September 7th, according to the National Independent Authority for Elections. More than 865,000 people are expected to go to the polling centers to vote. More details with Daniel Bahri.
More than 865,000 voters representing the Algerian diaspora are expected to go to the polls tomorrow, with nearly 17,000 new subscribers, 45% women and 55% men. The voting operation will take place from September 2nd to September 7th. Members of the national community abroad therefore have 6 days to go and vote and choose the candidate who meets their aspiration. It's worth recalling that their interest in this crucial electoral deadline was demonstrated during the electoral campaign, illustrated by the central place granted to them in the electoral programs of the three candidates for the supreme office. Due to its potential, the diaspora is needed force for the future of Algeria. Its involvement is more than necessary in the development of the country, as in every electoral deadline. The diaspora is there, and this embodies their attachment to the motherland. A strong mobilization of the electorate established abroad, and it's expected on the D-Day, testifying its involvement in achieving national ambitions in terms of economic growth for a strong and prosperous Algeria.
The Algerian General Consulates in France and the UK have prepared all the necessary to receive the Algerian community abroad that is more than enthusiastic to participate in this electoral event. Afaf Belhouchat and Najah Tayyar.
The day that the Algerian community in France has eagerly anticipated due to their strong desire to help shape their country's future has finally arrived, and the Algerian consulate in Paris is completely ready now after providing polling stations in the cities of Blois, Tours, Orléans and Vierzon to facilitate the operation for the nationals and the participating associations. Today we have assigned the tasks to the voting offices responsibles. The ANI has finished all the administrative procedures in collaboration with the General Council in Paris. I'd like to thank the nationalist associations, thanks to which we've been able to carry out this awareness-raising program, which is still not over, so we must continue together to ensure the success of this appointment with the nation, which runs until September 7th. We'll be there and you'll be there with us too. And at the headquarters of the Algerian Consulate General in Marseille, it's a race against time, as everyone prepares the premises to welcome the first voters tomorrow morning. The voters themselves are highly motivated to take part in this major political event. We are in the main voting center in Marseille, one of the two voting centers spread over the two departments of the Bouches-du-Rhône and Vaucluse. It comprises 6 polling stations. I pray God to make these elections a success and that we contribute significantly in our country's development. At the Algerian consulate in Créteil, all are also busy to prepare this room, which until yesterday served as a reception area for the public, and to set in it 3 polling stations to accommodate over 16,000 registered voters. I'm going to check the different offices and voting centers to confirm that all the equipment and security are ready and that all measures are respected for the voting day tomorrow. That was in France. As for the United Kingdom, all the polling stations are also fully prepared to receive the Algerian diaspora, who are quite aware and eager to participate in this significant polling.
We are so proud to be Algerian. We are so proud to come and participate in this vote, and hopefully that will be a good thing for our country. And we always want our country to be one of the best, inshallah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I strongly believe that the election is a crucial thing. I would recommend all Algerians outside the country and inside the country to go and vote for the candidates they like. Through election, we can save the country. The country is targeted by external powers to destroy us. We are one nation, and Algeria has given a lot of lessons in history to the Western society. So I would recommend every Algerian now to go and vote.
And with all these efforts deployed by the Algerian community abroad, this major event will hopefully bear all the aspired results.
The Algerian Company for Electric and Gas Industries, subsidiary of Sonelgaz, based in Staif, carried out its first export operation of charging stations for electric vehicles to Italy and Libya. 433 charging stations with a fast charge produced locally following the international standards. The negotiations are currently at an advanced stage for other similar contracts, said the company. Justice now. The public prosecutor at the Tlemcen court announced the dismantling of an intelligence and espionage network aiming to undermine the national security. On the last 29th of August, the suspicious behavior of a person of Moroccan nationality in downtown Tlemcen caught the attention of the security services. The one named ZM of Moroccan nationality was arrested, and after the exploitation of his cell phone, it appeared that he is a member of an espionage and intelligence network working for a foreign part. After that, 6 people were arrested, 3 Algerians and 3 Moroccans. The investigation revealed that all the members of the network received orders from the one named BS of Moroccan nationality, and the preliminary investigation showed that Moroccans and Algerians were recruited in order to undermine the Algerian security and administrative institutions. The collective of human rights defenders in Western Sahara denounced the violations of the rights of the human rights defenders in the occupied Western Sahara by the Moroccan occupation forces. The Codesa denounced the inhuman Moroccan treatments such as racism, harassment, violation of the liberty of movement and private life, from which 13 members of this collective were victims after they returned from Turkey, where they attended a training on human rights. And the genocide is still ongoing in Gaza. More than 47 Palestinians were killed in the last 24 hours. Thus increasing the number of martyrs to 40,738 in the Palestinian enclave since the beginning of the Zionist attacks 11 months ago. Most of the victims were women and children. Those who survived are now facing diseases and famine because of the inhuman Zionist blockade. And with this, we come to the end of our edition. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Have a good night.